All right, I have a lesson just for you that is guaranteed to help you level up your blues and jazz playing. So today and this weekend is all about all access membership. We have about 30 people, 35 maybe, that are a part of this and have been for a while now. And it's so much fun. It's a great community. And each week we go live for the all access group 2 times for the membership and 2 times with Chord Academy. So when you're all access, you get access to everything. And these are the kind of things that we do. If you're on the fence, I want to show you the kind of things that we do every week. And even if you're not even considering it, I want to show you the up-down approach related to a couple of different blues licks. So you have this right here from iMusicAcademy, probably the most famous one that we've done that got us to 1 million views. And all that is a simple triad, C triad, 1, 3, 5. And whenever we're doing licks, chords, and different ideas, we think in terms of numbers. So C major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 1, 3, 5 goes to the second inversion triad on F. And then you get up into the keys and do that G and B flat. So we do this kind of teaching all the time, so this is more of a review for you guys. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, and 2, 5. Now this is for C. We're just doing 1, 5, and 1, 6 in the left hand. There are lots of ways that I like to teach to locking up the hands. One is to play it straight. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And if you play anything slow and straight, you can lock up anything. So the up-down approach is simply this. You play something that's familiar to you, and you go up a half step. Now I'm in D flat. Now how in the world am I going to play this in D flat? Well, first, it's not a bad idea to know the D flat major scale, which is D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, and D flat. The fingering is 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And if you know that, then you know the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you're going to use the 1, the 3, the 5 of D flat. Now, notice that I'm hammering on from the minor third of D flat to the major third. When you hammer on, you have to get up into the keys for D flat. And notice that I hammer on. That means I'm crunching 2, 3. I get up in there and I go minor third to major third, and then there's my octave. And I can go back down if I need to and check this in the key of C and get that sound. For D flat, I'll get up into the keys. And now I'm going to use 2 and 4 on G flat and B flat. And there's my A flat and B. So I'll put that with a D flat, 1, 5 to 1, 6 of the scale. And remember that I can go slow and straight if I need to. Now I'm going to go back down, the up-down approach. I like to go back to my comfort key. Now I'm going to go down a half step. B major has 5 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp. Let's do that again. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. Fat cats go down alleys. Just a little fun way to remember that. Now, 1, 3, 5 of the B major scale has 1, 3, 5, B, D sharp, and F sharp. And if I crunch on that, I'm going to actually have to hammer on 2 to 3 to get my major triad. And then I'm going to use fingers 2 and 4 for the E in second inversion, B, E, and G sharp. And then for my B7, I'm going to use 1 and 5 and flat 7 of the B scale. Normally, B has an A sharp, so we have. So let's put that in context with a root 5th and root 6. Let's go back to our comfort key. Up a half step. Down a half step. Now this is a process. This takes a little while to do, but imagine if you get the confidence to play this in C, and then you slowly work and say, you know what, I think I can play in D flat. And let me give you a little more context. Even in this course right here, 20 tips for 5-minute practice success, for all of my members, we have this huge practice folder. Has everything in there. It has 20 tips for 5-minute practice success. It has tons of courses, tons of ideas, our weekly practice folder, all these extra PDFs that nobody ever sees. We're currently in the Christmas boot camp, which is its own PDF that's ever evolving. And so we have so many resources, but even with all the resources, we don't get overwhelmed with all the material. You have access to it, but the main thing is we stay on track with learning how to do stuff like this. So we say, all right, this week we're working on these specific licks or ideas. Even from 20 Tips, one of my favorite courses that I created this because I want people that have a limited amount of practice time to be able to have something that they can really go to. So if I'm playing the blues and I start off the day and I'm thinking, I don't really feel like I'm sounding bluesy, one of my favorite things to do is go, like in this example from 20 Tips, I go the flat 7, da 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 da, or I could go da 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 da, and I could put that with my root 5th, root 6. And I'm just going to the flat 7 of the C major scale. Now, if I want to practice that, I could put those two licks together. I could go. Now, even if I'm practicing the up-down approach, let's talk about that same idea in D flat. Well, I could try to finger it like this, but that doesn't seem to me like it'll flow as good. So maybe I'll do 4 and cross over. See, that way I can get a little bluesy with it. So even with keys like D flat, sometimes you have to figure out the best key that works for you or the best fingering for you when you're trying to learn these things. If I go down to the key of B, I start on the flat 7. That's the major 3rd or minor 3rd. What if I did the C6 lick, which is also in this PDF? I'm sliding off from that minor 3rd to major 3rd, doing a C6 chord, up a half step, D flat. Now, how in the world did I get that? I had to hammer on, just like we did minor 3rd to major 3rd with fingers 2 and 3. And back to my comfort key. What about down a half step? I have to hammer on that major 3rd, minor 3rd to major 3rd. Now let me do all 3 ideas. Now I'm on the C blues, which has the 1, the 4, and the 5. All right, I hope that you've enjoyed this mini lesson, and if you're considering membership, I want you guys to know that I teach a lot of different students who literally invest each lesson. They have a certain amount that they invest in, and that's for one lesson with me. Membership, all access membership, access to everything, including all of the trainings, all of the materials, the community, etc., even the online platform. It's literally less than one lesson a month with me. So if you're considering that, just email me, let me know, and the link is in the description if you want to sign up. That also gets you access, of course, to Chord Academy and all the other things. So have a great day. See you in the next video.